So here we are at Robot Dog Studios under the watchful eyes and ears of Ryan Cohen. Tonight I'm joined by Jackie and Eric, collectively known as the Leatherbound Books. How you doing tonight?
All right.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, it's a nice gloomy October rainy day. Are you going to play some bright sunny pop songs or something a little different for us tonight?
I think we're going to match the mood.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. What are you going to start with tonight?
Our first song is called These Were the Days. It's the title track of our upcoming album.
Nice.
I've got a steady 40 hours a week. Got my hound asleep at my feet. I've got a lot of things going for me, but I can't see the forest for the trees. Scraping by with not enough to save. Got a ride although she misbehaves. I'm very lucky in countless little ways, but the bigger picture won't focus from the haze. I know we'll look back and say that these were the days. I've tried walking backwards, but I'm looking the wrong way. I know we'll look back and say that these were the days. Don't tell me live in the moment. Don't keep me wishing and hoping. I just end up standing frozen and can't get one single thing done. I've got you and we can stand alone. Got ready earth where we can build our home. You make me happy yet I can't help but moan. We must get going, but where are we gonna go? I know we'll look back and say that these were the days. I've tried walking backwards, but I'm looking the wrong way. I know say that these were the days.
Yay! Nice fade out.
Studio fade.
All right. Oh, I really like that. The sentiment of that is really kind of neat. Both looking at life, at the moment, not actually living in the moment, and at the same time looking backwards and say, I was actually living at the moment. Is that kind of where it's going?
Yeah, I have this concept called Deathbed Jackie, and I try to keep
Also
her...
a metal band that you...
Yeah, secret metal band. I try to keep her in mind. We have 2 dogs, and they won't live forever. Mm-hmm. And I try to think about, when I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to look back on this moment that I'm living in right now, and all of the petty stuff and even a lot of the big stuff will not be important to me. It'll be that time when my doggies were alive and I was living with them. And so try to, use a forced perspective to force myself to live in this moment.
Nice. Yeah, and that's definitely very appropriate for 2020 because it seems like everything's doom and gloom. However, cool things are happening like this right now.
Yeah, we'll still have good things to look back on.
Very cool. What do you want to play next?
Moth.
Oh, nice.
Yes. It's another track off of our release that will be released to the consuming public on October 31st.
Spooky.
Spooky. Born into the pale moonlight, deeper than the darkest night. It felt right to hold you so tight. Wish I may, I wish I might stay with you until it's bright enough to see just you and me. Love, you just can't let me down. All we are is one I found, sadly spinning round this hollow sound. Press your body up on mine, empty stomachs filled with wine. I feel fine, just take me home where we can shine. Me home where we can shine. Will you ever know my name? Will you ever feel the same as I do? I'm just a moth to a flame, such a shame. Morning comes in wrapped in sheets. Window and the drapes compete to keep the light from spilling in. Thinking of the things you said, shadows crawl across the bed. I hide my face in your embrace.
Yay!
Thanks.
That was really cool. Are these songs mostly new? Because I think I've seen you a few times in the past few years, but I don't know if I recognize these.
Those are probably the
two.
only times we played in the last 3.
It's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not new exactly. No, they're unreleased.
Yes.
Well, you can say that about pretty much all of our music.
I guess, yeah, we wrote the bulk of these in 2014, 2015, I want to say.
Okay.
And we had them recorded in the studio. And as Jackie puts it, how do you put it again?
2016 was just such a tumultuous and negative year. We just decided we didn't want to be associated with it.
Right.
We wanted to wait for just the right moment.
Yeah, when everything cooled off and there wasn't too much craziness in the world.
So we decided
So,
like a full
2020.
moon Halloween in 2020 was probably going to be the most
Yes.
like fortuitous, luck-filled release.
We're going to release Cthulhu also. I'm sure of it. The stars will line up.
So did you record it in Lovecraft Country or something?
Indeed.
But yeah, I love that album artwork. The snail with the clock hands on it. How did that come about?
That is a picture I took of a clock I found on the side of the road in the Old North End that does not work, which is even better because it's a slug clock that doesn't work or tell time. I just thought it was really indicative of the Leatherbound Books in general, of being very slow and plodding, I suppose.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey, slow and steady does win the race sometimes, though.
I guess.
And you certainly have made some great music and certainly made people really happy with it.
I hope so.
That is the race. That's the goal.
That's, yes.
Yeah. Okay, what do you want to play next?
I Could Have Been. This is a tune that I wrote about Jackie and I's courting period. It involves dive bars and being awkward.
Nice.
Burlington tradition.
Remember the time that I met you downtown at a dive bar at 9:45. We talked for hours, but mostly in silence, so awkward attention to break. I met your friends and your friends met mine. They said, what you doing here, girl? I could have been thousands of things, but I'm only myself. I could have been thousands of things, but I heard you sing a song for me. All of these people are waiting for someone until it's too late to get a chance at something that's better, at something at all. No wonder you were so hard to find. I could have been thousands of things, but I'm only myself.
Yay.
Thank you.
Let me take a moment and re-solidify my heart and pour it back in. That was just beautiful. So we had originally set this up, or we're about to set a date in April, and of course everything shut down. Do you want to talk a little bit about what it's like to be a musician when things are starting to happen and then just shut down like they did? What you've gone through and...
Oh gosh, it's a lot of feelings. We are musicians and we're performers, but we're also introverts with low self-esteem. So initially there was kind of this very strange relief.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God, I don't have to send any booking emails. And who knows when I'll have to send another one.
Yeah.
I can just sit here. And then, you sit there for long enough and you're like,
Yeah.
I would love to book a show.
I think it's like, for me, it was like, stages of grief pretty much. It's like you go through like the different emotions sometimes over a long period or sometimes over, the course of an hour.
Yeah.
And having time and space is great for creativity. And sometimes, some artists would say tragedy makes the best art. Like a calm sea does not a good sailor make, I suppose. That's kind of being reductionist. But I've been writing a lot, which is great.
Thanks.
We don't play that often anyways, so that really wasn't a big pull. We really don't make money at music, so that wasn't what we were dealing with emotionally, really. We feel for all of our buddies. We play in a bunch of bands. We play in Danny and the Parts.
Yeah, we miss our friends and we miss going to shows.
I was just going to ask,
Probably
how
more than
have
playing
you
them.
been dealing with this? Because I see you at like every show I go to, and we love you in Burlington. You're like the unofficial mayor that makes sure everybody gets to hear the music that's made here.
Yeah, I've had a really interesting time too because during this whole time, if you wanted to be in a business, mail order gardening items has gone through the roof. I mean, it still feels like we're at spring levels where we just can't keep up with the work. So I'm just like working absolutely insane hours and coming home. And again, when you were talking about the relief, it's like, okay, I don't have to think of interview questions.
Right, yeah.
But the fact that I can't just like walk out the door just like after a hard day and just like walk downtown and just like be in a completely different space has really sort of been bothering me.
Yeah.
But you kind of get through, and I've been having the radio shows so I can like think creatively about what's happening, and forces me to keep myself in touch with what's happening, with who's putting out new music, because I always want to play new music and make my show sound different. So, yeah, definitely mixed blessing. Wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Wouldn't say let's try this again or anything. But it is what it is, and we have to get through it. And I've been really inspired about the way that people have been out getting music out. Like Ryan's been doing a great job with Robot Dog
Yay.
Studios, and great people like Raj are here helping him do that too.
Thank you.
Thank
you, guys.
So yeah, it's kind of a tragic situation, but there's still like we're still together in some ways. So I'm hanging in.
Good.
Hang in.
Well, Burlington misses you too.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to just get out and like see a big show or something.
I know. I think that's going to be the moment where like I feel like we got over it.
Yeah.
The most healing that we'll get is when we're not awkward in a group of people sharing a space.
Yeah.
And what better way to do that than with music and great beer that's around the
Exactly.
We miss all of that, and when we finally get that, we'll keep pushing for that day.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're pushing for that day.
Of course, I'm a little introverted too, so I'm always feeling awkward, even when I'm out in a happy situation too. But
Yeah.
you live with both.
Yeah. Like acting normal wasn't all that normal for me before all of the plagues and such.
My unchecked agoraphobia just blooming in secret.
Yeah, it kind of snuck in there. Yeah. But we're not as afraid of you guys. Just a little.
You're nice.
Nice. Okay, what do you want to play next?
When you were gone.
Yes, When You Are Gone.
This song goes out to our dogs who are home alone. And Robot, I guess, too.
Yay, robot.
secrets that you keep. I don't know what you think, but I'm sure it must be deep when you are gone. When you are gone. This mystery is killing me. Why can't I come along? I don't think I deserve to cry. Oh, what did I do wrong when you are gone? When you are gone. I often dream of all the good times that you've had, and yet you walk back in. I just can't stay mad. I wonder if it is out there that you get sad when you are gone. When you are gone. This mystery is killing me. Why can't I come along? I don't think I deserve to cry. What did I do wrong when you are gone? When you are gone. When you are
Yay!
Thank you.
That sounds like a song that would sound great coming out on an album that comes out on Halloween.
Yes.
Kind of a nice spooky vibe.
Spooky.
Yes.
So tonight you're playing as a duo, although Eric sounds like he's playing at least two guitars. But on the album, are you more of a full band?
Yes, we're a trio on the album. So right now, well, I guess not right now because we aren't playing right now. But in theory, right now, it's Eric and myself and Dan Maurice of Bad Busy playing drums.
Diggs, yeah.
Yeah, formerly of Diggs. On the album, it's our friend Charlie Smirk playing drums,
Okay.
who moved back to Minnesota, and we miss him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have some piano on the album. We did some layering of many guitars, but mostly we identify as a power trio.
Nice. Excellent. Okay, so I think we have enough time for one more song. What are you going to close with tonight?
The new one.
All right. All right.
This one isn't on the album, but it'll be on an album someday. This one goes out to our friend, Mark Zuckerberg.
We're having so much fun, bathed in the blood of the young. It's just the time of our lives. I know you're on our side. I'll try and pull some strings and call some favors in. I'll see what I can do. Mind you, I can make lies true. You see, I'm everywhere. I know what you do. When you think that you're alone, I'm there with you. You know I'm watching you from your phones. It's almost like you want me to know that this is true. Yeah, do you still do all the things that you do? You know I'm watching that too. You know I'm watching that too. Having so much fun, blocking out the sun. Only a few more years. Can I delay your fears? I'll try and pull some strings and call some favors in. I'll see what I can do. Mind you, I can make lies true. You see, I'm everywhere. I know what you do. When you think that you're alone, I'm there with you. You know I'm watching you from your phone. It's almost like you want me to know that this is true. Yeah, you still do all the things that you do. You know I'm watching that too. You know I'm watching that too. We're having so much fun, but now the race is run.
Yay! Gotta say, I really enjoyed the endings of your songs. It's like they're just about to end, and all of a sudden something interesting happens. So that's fun. Yeah, social media, definitely a blessing and curse in our society.
Yeah. Oh, you got that from the...
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I was reading somewhere. I wonder if that some people say that's the next great barrier for civilization. Like if we can't get over social media and it breaking us apart, then we won't star travel and stuff.
That's a really interesting
Yeah.
concept.
So let's get over it.
Yeah.
Like us on Facebook, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, I
But
like to
seriously, do.
But really do that.
Really do follow us on Facebook.
Yeah. I'll hop on my laptop for an hour a day or something, but I just can't understand that putting it on your phone and having it constantly
Follow
be there.
you around.
It's just like... Well, I really want to thank you for coming in and playing that beautiful show. Certainly has filled my heart. Hearing music just is always such a pleasure for me. And both of you are very talented and very compassionate and very thoughtful. And so I really want to thank you, and really want to thank Ryan for hosting, and Raj for doing some filming with us too.
Thank you.
And let's head on back to the WBKM studio.